to BTN Live. Northwestern and Wisconsin face off in a top 25 matchup on Saturday. And if history tells us anything, it is bound to be a thriller. Just take a look at last season's matchup where Northwestern handed Wisconsin its only conference loss. The Wildcats upset 17th ranked Wisconsin after a monster 259-yard rushing day from Melvin Gordon. Godwin Igwebuike stepped up big for the Wildcats with 3 interceptions. Justin Jackson rushed for 162 yards, resulting in that 20-14 victory at home in Evanston. Here's a recap of the last 8 meetings. They've been split down the middle, 4-4. Wisconsin, though, had the edge in average margin of victory, points per game, and yards per game. But now the Cats head to Madison, where the Badgers have won 4 straight in the series. Dave?
Let's break that game down a little further, and to do so, we head to Madison, where we are joined by Wisconsin's senior wide receiver, Alex Erickson. Alex, as you head into your final home game here as a Badger and you think about going from unrecruited walk-on to one of the best wide receivers in the Big Ten, what's the memory that sticks with you the most?
Oh, there's a lot. I don't know if I can pinpoint one memory. Probably just the whole process of, being number 12 out of 12 wide receivers and then just, working and grinding and learning from the older guys and, just taking the coaching and just trying to improve every single day. So I would just say the whole process has been unbelievable, and I wouldn't have traded for anything.
We talked about this when you were on earlier in the year, but not only did you walk onto this program, but the first year you were there wasn't even a spot for you. I know you played intramurals. Tell me about your IM career.
Yeah, it was short-lived. Only played a few games, but just played with some guys I competed against in high school from area teams, and they asked me to play, and got to play some quarterback and stuff like that. So it was fun just to, compete again a little bit and just have a little fun playing flag football, I guess.
Hey, aside from getting healthy, what was the biggest thing this team needed to focus on this week?
Yeah, the bye week is huge for us. Just, like you said, getting healthy, but mentally, too, just stepping away from the game and, watching some games as a fan and not trying to break down film and just stepping away and, recharging yourself and get ready for these last few weeks of the regular season.
We've talked a lot about the transition of this Wisconsin offense, some of it out of necessity due to injuries at running back, depletion on the offensive line, but the fact that you guys have become more of a pass-oriented team. Mentality-wise, how different is it going into a game this year, knowing that the offense revolves a lot more around the passing game than it did in your previous years in Madison?
Yeah, you're still preparing the same way, expecting to get your number called, but yeah, last year, we had 25 in the backfield, so it was a little easier, just hand off to him and watch him go to work. But this year, we're a little more balanced and we spread it around a little bit more. So going into the game, you're going to get opportunities, just a matter of making the most of the opportunities.
Yeah, in the past years, it was pretty easy to describe Wisconsin's offensive philosophy, kind of a ground and pound, then some play action mixed in there. How would you describe the offensive philosophy this year?
Yeah, I think we're still trying to run the football, establish the ground game early on, and because we run the ball, it just allows us to be more balanced, open to play action pass, and but yeah, we've gone to the air a little bit more, and I think teams have had to adapt to that, and it's like you said, it's not traditional Wisconsin in a sense, but we're still trying to run the football, be a physical team, whether we're throwing or running, just being physical at the line of scrimmage and trying to impose our will on our opponents.
Winning the West is kind of a long shot at this point, and beyond that, it's out of your hands to a large extent because you need Iowa to lose and you don't play them in a head-to-head situation. So given that fact, given that you guys can't control whether or not you get back to the Big Ten championship game, what would constitute success the rest of the way?
Yeah, we're 8-2, we won 5 in a row. We're starting to play some good football, and one of our goals at the beginning of the year was to be playing our best football at the end of the season. I think we're on track to do that. We got Northwestern coming into town, and then we got Minnesota to end up the year. And, both those teams are, very good teams. And, Northwestern this week is all our focus is on. And, for us to be successful, I think we just got to play our game. And, like I said, we're 8-2, 5 in a row, and just finish the season out the right way would be a successful end of the season.
Let's talk a little bit about the Northwestern game. They beat you last year in Evanston. It was the only regular season loss for you guys in the Big Ten. How big of a factor is the revenge factor?
Yeah, I got asked that question earlier this week, and, I don't think, guys have moved on from that. Obviously, we remember that game, and, that sour taste is still in our mouths a little bit. But they're a different team this year. We're a different team this year, and both teams are good teams, and we know what each team presents. So I think not looking for revenge, just looking to, obviously you want to win the game and stuff like that. But we know what they're going to bring, and they know what we're going to bring. So it's going to be a physical battle, and we're excited for the opportunity to play them again.
From your point of view of preparation, you're talking about a team in Northwestern that's in the top 5 in the nation in pass efficiency defense. What do you see when you watch them on tape? What's making them so successful?
They're so sound. They're going to be in the right spots. They got skilled guys in the back end that play the ball well. They're good tacklers. So, you know where they're going to be. It's just a matter of executing, and because they're not going to mess up their assignment. So you got to be able to execute and beat them one-on-one.
Wisconsin's leading receiver, Alex Erickson, preparing for his final home game in Madison. Alex, enjoy the experience. Always fun to have you on. Thanks a lot for your time.
I appreciate it, Dave.